Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Today let us study in detail how images are exactly formed by the concave mirrors. Let us see the first case, when the object is at infinity. Let us see how the image will be formed. Now the object is at infinity, so the two rays are, this is the first ray and this is the second ray. As they hit the mirror, they get reflected. So as you can see, at one point on a line, they are getting intersected over there, and that point we call it as F, that is focus. So this point is focus at which both the rays are intersecting. So now let us see about the image. When the object is at infinity, the image is at the focus F. Its characteristics are, it is real, inverted, and diminished at a point. Let us move on to the next case. Now, the second case is when the object is at a far distance. Again, let us assume this is the first ray and this is the second ray. They hit the mirror together. Let us see how they form the image of the object. Now, this is the reflected ray which I am drawing right now. And for the first ray, the reflected ray would be this. So now, as you can see, from the line till the intersection point, the arrow which is represented over here, this is the image which is formed of the object. Let us write the characteristics of the image formed. Its characteristics are, it is real, inverted, and also highly diminished. So when object is at a far distance, image is in the focal plane of the mirror. Now coming to the third case, when object is beyond the center of curvature. So AB is the object as you can see and C is the center of curvature. So the object is placed beyond the center of curvature. Now this is the light ray hitting the mirror. This is another light ray that hits the mirror. Now let us see how they become after they get reflected. So after the first ray gets reflected, what we have is it gets reflected somewhat this way. And the second ray retraces its path, that is the same arrow. Now here the image formed is the line part which I have drawn over here. So this is the image which is formed. We come to a conclusion that when object is beyond the center of curvature, that is C point, the image is between the focus and the center of curvature. Now let us see the characteristics of the images as we see always. The image so formed will be real, inverted, and also diminished. Coming to the fourth case, what we have is when object is at the center of curvature, means exactly at the center of curvature when the object is placed. Let's see what happens. Again, we'll draw the required rays. This is the first ray. And this is the second ray. Now the first ray, after reflecting the mirror, then about the second ray, after reflecting, it goes somewhat in this direction. Actually, it meets the first reflected ray. So from this, what we can see is the image of the object that is formed is over here. So as the black arrow represents, this is the image of the object which will be formed. The point of intersection of these rays this is called F. So now from this we can conclude that when object is at the center of curvature, the image is also formed at the center of curvature, as you can see. Let us write the characteristics of the image so formed. It is real, inverted, and also from the image you can see that it is of the same size as the object. Let us see another case. Now let us see what happens when the object is placed between C and F, that is between center of curvature and focus point. So as you can see, the arrow is the object. This is the first ray. We have one more ray. This ray passes through the focus also, that is the focus point. Now let us see what happens when these two rays get reflected back. The first ray reflected back. After reflection, it passes through the focus point this way, and the second one after reflection follows a straight line and meets the other reflected ray also. So again we can see the image is here. So the purple arrow which you all can see is the image. What we can conclude from this is that when the object is between the center of curvature, that is C point, and focus F point, the image is beyond the center of curvature. As you can see, the purple arrow is beyond C. Its characteristics are it is real, inverted, and magnified as well. Let us see what happens when the object is placed exactly at the focus point. So as you can see, the purple arrow, it is the object. This is the first ray. And this is the second ray. The red arrows are the rays. Now this ray, after reflecting, it will pass through the point of focus. And the other one, after reflecting, it will trace back its path. So it will move backwards. So here, as you can see, no exact image is being formed over here. What we can conclude from this is that when the object is at focus, that is F point, the image is formed at infinity. Let us write the characteristics of the image so formed. It is real, inverted, and highly magnified. Now let us see the last case, what it is. When object is between F and P, that is focus and pole. So the red arrow represents the object which is placed. This is the first ray incident on the mirror. And this is the second one. So the purple are the incident rays. Now let's see what happens at the time of their reflection. Now this down one ray, it gets reflected back and the above ray which is remaining, it retraces its path backwards Now here what actually happens is these two purple arrows which you all can see, they meet each other behind the mirror. For example, this arrow continues to this place and the second one the reflected ray part, they meet each other behind the mirror which we cannot see. So we'll make this arrow downwards. Now what you all can see as the down arrow is the image of the object which is formed. That is image of the initial red arrow which I had made. Now this P point, the position of this P point is actually over here. So we cannot say that the image is formed at pole. So here from this figure we have that when the object is between focus, that is F point, and pole P point, the image is formed behind the mirror, as you all can see with the help of down arrows. Now let us write the characteristics. Now the characteristics of the image so formed is, first of all, it's a virtual image as it cannot be obtained on a screen. It is upright as you can see from the arrow. And the last one, it is also magnified. So with this, we come to an end of the image formation of concave mirrors. Thank you for watching.